It all starts with that one laugh. A girl just having fun, not a care in the world. How can a boy resist it? How can he resist the joy and freedom on her face? Well, he can't. He must have it, even if it costs him his life.
Cut it out.
Well, you go out with me?
Oh my God.
I'm a simple millennial. I like Beyonce. I like Britney. I even had my K-pop era and went to a BTS concert. What I'm trying to say is, I have flavor. But what I will never understand is how there are people out there who look at The Notebook and they're like, oh my God, this is the most romantic movie ever.
Rachel McAdams can't deny him.
You need therapy. Allie is your typical uptown girl who has a summer house and is vacationing. She is popular. She is cute. So easy. Noah, on the other hand, is a country boy who works hard, is a little bit of an oddball, and has so much confidence, clearly sorts from his blonde hair.
When I see something that I like, I got it. I love it.
The reason why he wants Allie is very simple. She rich and he wants a piece of that pie. Is what you would think because you are all negative and don't believe in true love. Clearly, he wants her because she is rich, cute, and hard to get. A challenge!
You're dumb.
But as much as Allie is trying to put up a fight and resist his pressure and the pressure of her friends, sooner or later she falls to Noah's charm. I mean, what is a girl supposed to do when a guy likes her so much and she didn't even do anything?
What?
I always figured you were kind of freak.
Another classic. I will praise you endlessly until you actually get close to me. And then I will make sure you know that you are not that perfect, which will make you spend your whole life trying to prove yourself to me. Yes, he risked his life for her. Yes, he was pulled to her by a magical force. Yes, he was thinking about her all the time, but finding out that Allie is responsible and does homework, the bitch clearly lost it.
Tutor Latin, tutor lunch.
Noah, though, is a good man, and if Allie doesn't know what it means to be free, he is going to show her. It's something him and his dad did when he was a kid. They would lie on the street and they would look how traffic lights change. I'm sorry, what? What do you mean? You and your dad bonded over risking your life every night. He asks Allie to lay down in pee with him, and when she is not so convinced, don't you worry, he knows exactly how you get a woman do what you want. You make her believe it is her choice.
That's your problem. You know that? You don't do what you want.
What do you mean, Noah? She just told you what she wants. She wants to stay on her 2 feet. The thing is that Allie was just hit with the I thought you were perfect, but you are not because you are not free. So naturally, she needs to prove that she is free and she does exactly what she wants to do, which is do exactly what he wants her to do.
Okay.
What? Reverse psychology is powerful. She also shares about what does she like to do in her spare time.
You asked me what I do for me. I love to paint.
And that's the part that gets us every time. He actually wants to know me. That's the basic of getting to know someone. And just like that, Noah wins over Allie. First, he pulls the rug under her by first telling her she's perfect and then taking it away, so now she has to prove that she is perfect. Then he makes her cross her boundaries in the attempt of showing how perfect she is. He makes her neurons explode when he risks her life, and that makes her feel very alive.
Okay.
And then he creates a space where she can be fully herself only with him.
Do you want to dance with me?
Sure.
So they dance on a street without the music because the only music they need is the one in their heads and in their hearts. Today, if we see that, we would be like, oh my God, look at lost people. They took drugs. Allie and Noah become inseparable. They are spending the whole time together. And if you pay attention the way I like to do, you see that dynamics flipped a little bit. While at the beginning, Noah was the one who was relentlessly pursuing Allie, we see Allie being all over Noah while he is, cool guy that, just responds. And on one hand, this could be, two people just sharing their affection or love in different ways. It could be that Allie is secretly battling with her choice, and now she needs to prove that this was the right choice, that she wasn't actually pressured into it in some way. Or it is the consequence of the chase, something many of us have experienced. When a man gets you and then pulls away, so now you are chasing that feeling of admiration you felt at the beginning, and you just cannot figure out what did you do wrong that suddenly they don't love you as much. And yes, we are survivors. In the case of Allie, the need to prove that she is perfect, aka free, she starts flapping her arms, pretending she's a bird.
I'm a bird.
The whole premise of the movie is true love between two worlds. And you guessed it, Noah's world is clearly better. It is way better. While Allie's parents are materialist, strict, and have routines, Noah's dad reads him poetry. And he even makes pancakes. Wait for it. Dinner. I mean, pancakes are clearly for breakfast, silly dad.
Dad, it's 10 o'clock.
What's that got to do with it? You have pancakes any damn time of night?
Noah and his dad are obviously better and morally superior because they dance and listen to music with black people, while Allie's parents support diversity by employing them as servants. So, speaking though of Allie's parents, the picture is very amusing. While the mother is a witch because a woman, so what else can she be? The dad was interesting. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at this situation, I was like, what in the Aladdin long lost guard is going on here?
Oh boy.
This is the vibe through the whole movie. It's not about two people coming together. It's about how Ellie's world sucks, how everything about her is wrong, and Noah is there to show her how better everything is. And she is basically just lucky that he is in love with her, because otherwise she would be screwed for life, which we will see once they actually separate. But we'll get to that. Though not to worry. Noah, also as the narrator of this story, tells us that their love was anything but roses and butterflies.
They didn't agree on much. In fact, they rarely agreed on anything.
But that's all a part of true love. Even if you hit each other a little bit, it's all good as long as you kiss and make up at the end. It's a love you do not understand. And I do not want to understand. Thank you very much. Also, I do wonder what kind of experience did the writer have in love to present this as a good thing.
Stop it. Get some help.
Noah allows her to be cray-cray, and that's all a woman wants. And Allie had a chance to do some crazy stuff, like jumping in the lake, learning how to drive a car, flapping her arms like a bird.
I'm a bird.
Stop it. Stop it now.
So you know what the next step is? Meeting the parents. Whoop whoop!
How much do you make at your job?
How much money do I make?
Clearly, Noah is the black sheep of the luncheon they had. Literally. He is the only one who is wearing a black shirt. The metaphor is metaphoring. The vibes are, Noah is poor, so the parents by default don't like him. He is not good for Ellie, and dot, period. That's it. But also, Noah finds out that Ellie wasn't really truthful with him. She didn't tell him that she is actually going far, far away for college. And that's that. We don't get anything from that story. Just that's it. And of course, we get to see again, while her mom is a monster and should be locked up, her dad is a reasonable man. He does understand how Allie has a dilemma between following this summer love and being under pressure of all the responsibilities of life ahead of her. Because he a man and he cool, and that's, again, the whole silver lining of the movie. Men are perfect. Women, you should be happy they exist.
Oh boy.
One evening, Noah takes Allie to an abandoned house. It's actually a house that he is planning to buy in the future, renovate, and make his own. And also build a workshop next to it, because Noah is a woodworker, I guess. At one point, they show us that. Allie is intrigued. I mean, the plan sounds good, but there is a flaw. What about her wishes? What about what she wants with this house?
What do you want?
I want a white house with blue shutters.
She also wants a room overlooking the river where she can paint. And she wants a porch all around the house where they can just sit, drink tea, and look at the sunset. This abandoned house also has an abandoned piano in, because that's just how it is, right? Someone just leaves behind a piano that costs a fortune. The owner was a lord who got caught for taxes and he had to run unexpectedly. That's the story I'm going with, because it does not make sense that there is an abandoned piano left behind in an area where people economically struggle. Now, you might remember that Allie actually knows how to play piano. She sits behind it and she starts to da-da-da, da-da-da. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to show playing a piano. And Noah is looking at her, surprised and potentially or hopefully seeing that piano lessons and responsibilities do pay out in some way. He slowly approaches her and he starts kissing her. And no, we're not gonna say he is interrupting her playing a piano, which she is very good at, just to make himself present. No, how do you say? Just to, you know what I mean. He is simply in love, okay? He starts kissing her, and this leads Allie to ask him,
Make love to me.
Noah puts a blanket on the wooden floor, because that's gonna be amazing. And while Allie was the one who actually initiated or asked him to do this, she needs guidance from him.
I know I said that I wanted you to make love to me, but I think you're gonna have to talk me through this.
Yes, there is no romance if a man doesn't guide women into taking her virginity. Noah is patient, right? And, gentle with Allie, but she starts panicking, right? She is like, she doesn't know what she's doing. There's so many thoughts going through her mind. Is this the right thing? Did he plan this all along? Noah is looking at her like, bitch, stop yapping. Okay, are we gonna do this or not? Then he reassures her by telling her that he loves her, because that's the only thing that was worrying her. And then she is ready to actually continue.
You don't have to do this if you don't want to.
I get how they wanted potentially to show the vulnerability of Allie or a girl in this situation, and how a man or a boy is gentle with her and understanding and so on. But at the same time, it came across as Allie is not really comfortable, or she's being pressured in doing something that she's not comfortable with. And it's all just silly girl, right? She's just a little bit worried, because all she needs is to know that he actually loves her and that he is a good guy. Just because someone is good, it doesn't automatically mean that then you should do something you don't feel comfortable with. Luckily for Allie, which she doesn't really know, they don't get to do the deed because they get interrupted by his friend, who is there to warn them that Allie's parents sent out the police to find her. So they rush back home and it is a shit show. Her father, the Turkish immigrant, tells Noah to wait in the living room because he needs to talk with his girl. And basically, we see a fight between a 17-year-old and her mother, because again, the father understands it. He doesn't need to flip. It's the mother who is screaming and insulting, fighting with her daughter about what is real love. Because Allie is not gonna listen to her parents about true love when the two of them are living together like they're freaking business partners. They don't know what true love is.
You don't look at Daddy the way I look at Noah. You don't touch or laugh.
They don't fight. They don't kiss and make up. They don't jump in the lake together. Noah is sitting outside and he is struggling with accepting everything he is hearing about himself. That he is trash, that he is not good enough for Allie. So he decides to walk out. Allie rushes after him and she's like, Noah, stop. Where are you going? And Noah is like, I won't ever be rich.
It's never gonna happen for me. It's not in the cards for me.
Because that's the best thing you can do. Tell a girl that the reason why you are walking away is because it's her fault and her world's fault.
You got so much ahead of you.
Don't talk like that.
It's true.
And that's a real mindfuck, right? Because Allie is looking at a man who pursued her and then he leaves her because of who she is. But not only that, while Allie from the get-go was saying no to him, right? She doesn't want to go out on a date with him. He continued to pursue. But now when Noah decides that this is not for him and that he is going to walk away, Allie can scream, can fight. It does not matter. She can even come up with solutions.
I don't have to go to school, okay?
Yes, you
I
do.
can stay here.
No.
And you can come with me.
But what Noah decides is decided. It's a no, and he breaks up with her. Well, he does the typical, I make you break up with me.
We don't gotta figure all this out tonight, you know. We'll finish out the summer and we'll see what happens.
Classic of many men. And we also get to see a consequence of turbulent relationships because Allie again gets abusive with Noah, hitting him, screaming at him, and the minute he walks away, she starts panicking because what do you mean now you're walking away? No one told me this is also an option.
Come on. This is just if I were having it tomorrow to be like it never happened, right?
Side note, if you ever get in this dynamic, which is kind of like a parent and child dynamic, so whatever you want or don't want is always negotiable, but the other person doesn't even have to explain themselves, it's just what they want, how they say it, and that's it, that's final, get out. For the love of God, Satan, whoever you want to believe in, get the fuck out. It never gets better. You can thank me later as a long-lost aunt that leaves her summer house in her will and makes all of my problems go away. The next morning, Allie wakes up and she finds out that her parents are ready to leave. They were supposed to have another week at the summer house, which would give them enough time for her and Noah to come up with a plan to come back together. But now that is taking away because, poof, the bags are in the car and they will go.
I'm not going.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, Allie, you are.
No,
Yes.
I'm not.
If they would let Allie spend some more time with Noah, maybe on some level she would understand that there is a honeymoon phase and there is a phase when you actually understand what does it mean being with someone who you fight or kiss and make up all the time. But because she never got to experience that, what happens? What happens when the cycle of love is not actually closed? Then it becomes what if. Then it becomes the true love that never happened. Now, before she leaves, she does go to his workplace, but Noah is not there, and she meets Finn. I think it's Finn, his friend. And Finn is like, Allie, he is suffering too much. And, you know, it's too hard for him.
I've never seen him so up. It's over. Don't make it any harder than it already is.
The whole vibe is, Allie, we all know it's your fault because, you know, you are wealthy and he's poor and now he is suffering even though he was the one who pursued her. But also he gets it. It's okay. So, you know, we are, again, the good guys. Yes, we get screwed for nothing, but we get it. So don't worry. go live your life. We will live ours the best we can. When Noah finds out that Allie is gone, he rushes to her house. Maybe he's gonna catch her for the last second, apologize. He is sorry for breaking up with her. And honestly, he will go with her wherever she wants to go. He just wants to be with her. He writes her a letter and patiently waits for her response. All it takes is one "I love you" back, and he will go to the end of the world for her.
Sorry.
The response never arrives. So instead of Noah sitting in the freaking car or on a bus or on a train or taking a bike, because it's true love, he decides to write her another 364 letters. Because, maybe the first one got lost in the mail. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a look into how men get exposed to unrealistic ways of pursuing a woman, and a look into how a stalker is being formed. Yes, Notebook was an educational movie, but what's that? We see that the person who actually intercepted all those letters was no other than the evil witch, Allie's mom. How will the two lovebirds come together against a villain? Well, it will take a couple of years of tough life. For Noah, that is. Allie girl is living it. She goes to college. Yes, we see her a little bit kind of depressed, not depressed, like sad. Oh my God, I need to be at class. But it's also like, who didn't feel that when they were in school? Then she volunteers as a nurse to help the soldiers from the war. And according to the narrator, who AKA is Noah, every soldier that came through was Noah in some version. What Noah missed to calculate is the fact that Allie is a young, beautiful lady, educated. She has volunteering experiences. I mean, she's not gonna stay single forever. And a man she meets, someone who seems to be kind of total opposite of of Noah. His name was Lon. But not to worry, it's not like Lon is bad. No. Lon is also the perfect specimen of a man in this movie, because there are no perfect specimen of men in this movie. It's just that he's different. He is exactly what her parents would want Allie to have, or someone she would be with. And Lon is hot. Lon is an heir of something. Was it cotton? Which, okay, problematic. But overall, Lon comes across as a stand-up, stable, good guy, and Allie is enjoying it. She's going to parties. She is riding horses by the beach. She is having the time of her life. But according to the narrator, this just looks good. In the heart, there's still Noah. And when Lon finally proposes to her, it's Noah's face that flashes in front of her. In another world, let's call it, what's the name? Was it psychology and human behavior? We could say that Allie, as a young girl, was exposed to a relationship that had a lot of ups and downs. That's what made her feel alive, especially when her world was very structured. And then she was faced with a guy who first told her she was perfect, pursued her relentlessly, until then he said, you know what, we can't do this anymore because you're rich and I'm not. So maybe she's having a little bit of unresolved emotional attachments. That doesn't mean it's true love. It just means that she's been through stuff. Noah, on the other hand, he lost his friend Finn in war, but once he gets home, his dad actually helps him buy the abandoned house and they start renovating. One day, as he's driving in a bus, he looks outside and who the F is walking down the street without a care in her world is freaking Allie. Now, there is only one thing Noah can do. Stop the freaking bus. Does it matter that he is jeopardizing all these people on a bus when he just forcefully stops it? No, it doesn't, because it's true love. And when it comes to true love, everything is justifiable, okay? Okay. Which is always so funny, right? Whenever a man is in love, he can, kill everyone behind him as long as he gets to his true love. He runs to the restaurant, excited to see Allie, but she is there with another man. And Noah can't believe it. She is laughing the same way that first day when he met her, without a care in the world, joy on her face, with another man. So there is only one thing that he can do. He gets pissed, he goes back to his house, and now he's gonna make sure he builds it exactly as she wanted to. White house, blue shutters, with a porch outside and a place where she can paint. This will probably, hopefully, bring her back.
Noah had gone a little mad.
People, you do not understand what it means when a man really loves you. It is not about appreciating when he sees you happy, even though you're with another person. It's about doing everything to take that happiness away from you, because the only way you are allowed to be happy is next to him. And it's okay, because he's actually your true soulmate. You just don't know it, okay? Years pass and Allie is not returning because she is preparing for a wedding, while Noah is hit with another misfortune. His dad passes, and all Noah can do is finish the house, drink, and basically become a very, very miserable, neglected man. But again, it's okay because he's in love and it's actually Allie's fault, okay? So, we feel sorry for him.
He worked out his frustration with life on the creek every morning.
I think it's pretty clear that Noah has some level of selfishness to himself, right? I mean, it started from the first day they met, the entitlement of Allie needing to dance with him or going out with him on a date just because he said so, right? To the entitlement of writing her 365 letters even though she never responds, to the entitlement of endangering other people's lives just to get to Allie, and then to the entitlement of building the house because that's how she will return no matter what. We can also see how Noah is treating other women.
Now, I want to give you all the things that you want, but I can't. They're broken.
But remember, he is a man in pain, a man in love, so it is okay. I don't know how many times do I have to say this. On Allie's side, it is time to try on the wedding dress, and Allie is ecstatic. She has all of her favorite people around her, her friends, her family, her mother. She's happy, she's smiling, she feels like a proper bride. And then she sees a freaking picture of Noah and the house exactly as she wanted it in the newspaper. Oh boy. So naturally, Allie is now in a little bit of a pickle. Yes, I'm about to marry a man that it seems like I love him and it seems like I'm happy and enjoying my life. But I just remembered by this picture in the newspaper that I actually lost the most important thing that I did for myself.
I don't paint anymore.
So paint.
I will.
So you're telling me, because Allie is not doing a hobby she liked to do when she was younger, even though she's shown to us as very happy with lawn, is actually very, very miserable. And she forgot that she is miserable. She forgot that she is actually not doing the thing that she always liked to do. But then I remember that she's a woman, and women, we are a little bit dumb. So if a man doesn't create a space where we can be ourselves, then we don't even know who we are. It's Noah. Noah is the one who will actually allow her to be herself. Now, I do want to say one thing. That's a coping thing that she could be doing. She stopped painting because she wanted to forget everything that she did with Noah. But for all of us normal peeps outside of the screen, those parts are still yours. And you can still be the person you were in a relationship if that was actually for your own good. Allie is experiencing an extreme mindfuck. I mean, this is a man who first told her she's perfect, then said, you're not that perfect, broke up with her, never contacted her. She doesn't know that he wrote those letters. And now she sees him building a house exactly like her. Like, what? The only logical thing she needs to do is go and visit him. Now, she says to her future husband that she just needs some time for herself. She needs to find herself. And as, again, spoiler alert, Lon is another magnificent man.
Take your time, do whatever you need to do.
He is understanding. Allie decides to visit Noah, and it is clear that this man is suffering without her by his side. He looks very rough, okay? He looks, your typical, I don't shower, I work all day, and I drink. Allie, on the other hand, is picture perfect, put together. And you know how it is. You need to make sure that even though she looks good, she is not actually good up here.
I'm a stupid woman. I shouldn't have come.
Noah is shook it. Also, the alcohol probably makes him compute a little bit slower. She gets in her car, she tries to leave, but the universe stops her because, destiny, true love. She has no other option but to take a drink with Noah. They sit in his house in a dark room because everything is very dark, I guess. I don't know where the direction or, the producer, director, I don't know which one is doing what, is going with the mood. But what we do see is how while Allie is trying to share with Noah her life, Noah is looking at her like, Biz, we both know that this is not what you want.
Well, your parents must love him.
He's a really good man, Noah.
Yes, as you can see, as we can all see, Noah is mature. Now, Allie gets a little bit tipsy, and she is, as she calls herself, she is a cheap drunk, and he better not take advantage of her, okay? Because she is engaged, so.
Well, you go slow then. I don't have to take advantage of you.
You wouldn't dare.
Right? You won't take advantage of me, right? Right? Because I don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest. I feel like psychologically I'm messed up because you rejected me and now you build a house the same way I wanted. Like, what's happening here? This is the vibe Allie is giving to me, right? She is flirting with a guy in some way, but all of it's not very true love. It's more like the woman needs to sit down with someone and have therapy about what she is going through. At the end of the evening, they sit outside the porch, and the same way Noah's dad used to read poetry to Noah, this time Noah is reading to Allie. Maybe he's trying to repair a toxic bonding.
We really loved each other, didn't we?
She's about to leave, but Noah asks her to stay another day, to come back in the morning because he wants to show her something.
Okay.
Okay.
Allie goes back to her hotel room, and when Lon calls her, fiance, husband-to-be, Allie is the typical bad woman who does not deserve anything in this world, okay? Because this man is nothing but understandable, and Allie is lying to him.
Anything you want to tell me?
No.
No?
No.
She's like, oh no, everything is okay. I love you. When clearly she is planning to get it on with Noah. Women are messed up, okay? But not to worry, they're just a little cray-cray and they need a man to set them straight.
Okay.
The next day, Noah takes Allie on a boat to a lake, far, far away from the shore. And yes, I was looking at this and I was thinking, is this gonna be a plot twist where Noah actually gets rid of Allie because if he can have her, no one can? But then I realized I probably watched too many true crime stories, so I need to calm down. The lake is full of ducks. I honestly don't know how the boat is moving through these ducks. I would feel a little bit like, am I invading their privacy? But we're humans, so we can take whatever we want. So Noah is just going with the boat through these ducks, and Allie is looking around and she's like, what is this? What are they doing here? Noah doesn't know what they're doing here. It's not like them to be here. Allie wonders, are they gonna stay? And no, they're not gonna stay.
They'll go back where they came from.
And no, this is not a metaphor for Allie and how this is not the world she belongs to and she will eventually go to the rich people because she likes to be served. Yes, it was. As they are invading home of millions of ducks, Allie is looking at Noah and she's surprised. I mean, he really did it. He did the whole thing. He did the house exactly as she wanted. And he built a workshop next to it. I mean, he reached his goal, which is something not many people do. How are your goals going for 2026, huh? I'm still in the phase of reviewing it. Noah is looking back at Allie and he doesn't really understand. I mean, what do you mean? I promised you.
Well, I promised you I would.
I promised you I'm gonna spend the last 7 years of my life longing for you, writing you letters, building a house in your name, even though you didn't even reply to me once. Even though I saw you with another man, even though you are here now, engaged to be with another man. And no, it is not creepy at all. But what's that? A storm is on the way. It starts pouring rain. And this is just that crazy representation of how chaotic their love is. They were just, swimming or riding their boat amongst these ducks and sharing their life with them. And now they are hit with storm and everything is just funny and laughable. And Allie is laughing her whole heart out, which is something that we have seen through the whole movie. We have never seen Allie actually miserable for this moment to mean something. They get to the dock and Allie is mad because what is this? Where was he all this time? It wasn't over for her when she left, but now 7 years later when she is engaged to someone else, now it is too late. Noah is shook. What do you mean? I wrote to you 365 times and don't even talk about I could buy a train ticket or a bus ticket. That's not the point. The point is that it wasn't over for me, and it still isn't. He takes her in his arms and he passionately kisses her. They go back to the house and finally, after all these years, they finally get it on. And if we didn't know what was Allie missing this whole time, if we were fooled that Allie actually seemed happy in her relationship with Lon and the life she was living, well, this is a moment when it clicks. This is the moment when any woman recognizes what she has been missing this whole life. Because this... the way Noah gets it on.
All this time, that's what I've been missing.
So yes, the man who is very entitled in what he wants, who dictates what you should want, who is poor, so morally by default good and better, he is also the best guy you will have in bed. So there you have it. You should be lucky he even exists. Now, if you never experienced a man like that, well, I mean, is your life actually meaningful? I don't know. Maybe you need to travel some more. After the bliss of eternity that Allie just experienced, it's time to make some food to get that energy back. When there is a knock at the door. Marta. Oh, bis. If you thought that Noah was miserable for 7 years and didn't engage with anyone because, his love for Allie was so strong, you are pushing it a little bit because a man has needs. And no. Martha is not a person who he tried to develop a relationship. Maybe something like Allie was trying to do with Lon, right? No. Martha was just a placeholder, and Martha was very well aware that she is just a placeholder.
She's the one, isn't she?
You see, when Martha and Noah were, hooking up and having some fun together, even though Noah was always miserable, and she tried to take the relationship to the next step, maybe, go out to a picnic, do something different, feed the ducks. Did you take me to the lake full of ducks?
No.
Noah was like, no, and I cannot even believe you are asking me to do something like that. Because, yes, he does want to give her everything that she wants. But what can he do when everything is broken? So can't you just accept that my D is good and this is all I can give? Now you would expect that Martha would be like, wait. Are you telling me that you're gonna treat me like shit, but it is okay because you're actually in love with someone else and you are suffering, so I should just be understanding? Well, that's what a good woman does, doesn't she?
A woman knows when a man looks into her eyes and sees someone.
If a woman is emotionally intelligent and recognizes when a man is not putting in the relationship as much as he should, it's not about, you know what, buddy, you do you, I'm gonna go and live my life. It's about accepting that there is just a better woman out there. And that's okay. That's how just life is. Be happy with what you get.
Can I meet her?
She is a good woman and she is not petty. She will not walk away. She will not do what's good for her. She will try to learn to be better herself. Allie also runs out and she's happy to meet Martha.
I'm Allie. I've heard a lot about you. You want to come in?
This is women's empowerment, women supporting women. Martha just recognizes that Allie is simply better for Noah. And Allie recognizes that, Martha was just a placeholder because Noah actually loves me. While Noah is there, the good guy for who two women don't fight. They actually agree because there's nothing to fight about. And if you think that Noah is a douche, that is not fair because, again, he was very upfront with Martha that he does not think of her seriously because he's in love with another woman. So, they spend the evening together having dinner, like one perfect threesome. And when Martha is to leave, she says her last words to Noah.
She's sensational.
And honestly, the two of them inspired her to look for something better, to have the love that the two of them have. A love between a man who is miserable, didn't shower, and drinks all the time, and a woman who is cheating on her fiancé. That's the peak of true love we should all aspire to. Am I right? No, I am not right. Get some help. The next morning, Allie wakes up and there's a note on her pillow. Noah has a little surprise. She follows the arrows outside, and there it is. A space where she can finally be herself, where she can do what she actually wants to do. Paint. If you had any doubts why Noah is simply better than Lon, then I hope this clears it up. While Lon gives her space to be herself, and maybe that means that she needs some agency of understanding what she wants, what she likes, and that's okay, Noah is much better because he guides her, okay? And you know that women, we are a little bit dumb when it comes to making decisions. But the paradise is about to end because guess who is visiting? Guess who is standing outside knocking at the door? It is the witch, her mother. Does Allie jump and feel a little bit guilty about the situation? Oops, I'm sleeping with another man while I'm engaged to someone else. Bis, did you even listen to the whole story? Allie is pissed at her mother.
Oh, so now I'm a tramp. You are unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
The only reason she is in this mess right now is because her mother hid the freaking lettuce. I mean, tramp might be a very, very harsh word, but you are cheating on someone, right? Right, Allie? And if it's not enough that her mom showed up, Lon is in town also, okay? So, great. Now Allie needs to deal with all of these people when in reality, she just wants to paint.
That's just terrific. You, me, Noah, and Lon, one big happy family.
Now, if you had any doubts about Noah and Allie being a perfect match, I hope this cleared it up. Allie is as entitled in her love as Noah is. Well, if you don't actually hurt people around you for love, how can you know it is actually true? But there is a plot twist you did not even expect. You see, Allie's mother knows a thing or two about being with someone like Noah.
Do you see that man? There?
Yes, Biz, she also had a summer love, and the man is still working at the same place. They actually tried to escape, but her dad stopped them and he brought her back. And today, the mother sometimes just comes there and looks at this man that was her unfated love. And she actually says the most real words this whole movie ever shared with us.
Don't even know who that person is.
And just to be clear, she is very aware that she is a bad woman. She loves Allie's dad and she knows that she doesn't deserve him.
He is a wonderful man. He is good to me and I don't deserve it.
Sweetie, no woman is deserving of any man in this movie. We are just lucky that they fall for us. After this bonding experience between two very lost and bad women, they go back to Noah's house and it's time for Allie to make her decision. But before her mother leaves, she gives her a stack of letters that Noah wrote to her all these years ago. And I was looking at this and I was like, no. This is kind of insane, huh? They actually gave a little bit of heart to this woman? Unbelievable. Allie shockingly decides to break up with Noah. And he is flipping.
We're back to that.
She just used him before she's gonna go back to her fiance. Now, this is a moment where Noah could sit down, look at Allie, and maybe think, you know what? Maybe we are not good for one another, right? Maybe this is not what I thought it was. And it's not fair of me to wait my whole life on someone who just, leaves every time. But that would mean that no one needs to accept Allie actually being able to take decisions for herself. And that is redonkulous, okay? That's just no. We are not living in a fantasy world fighting with magic and, killing demons.
It's about security.
What is that supposed to mean?
Money!
What are you talking?
He's got a lot of money!
It is clear Allie is again not doing what she actually wants. No. Even though she says that she wants to go back to Lon. It's not about Lon. It's about wealth. And when Allie is like, this, it is not about wealth. Noah is like, okay, my bad. It's not about money. I get that.
You're bored!
It is not that he has been stuck in summer love this whole time. Not even that he is drinking and he is very miserable in his life. Not even that he has clearly anger issues. The man put arrows on the floor and created a space where she can paint. Does that mean nothing to you?
You're bored and you know it. You wouldn't be here if there wasn't something missing.
And look, I'm not gonna lie. Clearly something is wrong. But 99% of the time, when people go back to toxic relationship, it's not because it's missing something. It's because there's so much trauma there. They need therapy to actually get out. Allie tries to leave and she very fairly calls out how they are arguing all the time. Like, how is this ever gonna work? But Noah is confused because that's what they do. That's what it means to be truly in love, to be soulmates.
I'm not afraid to hurt your feelings.
I'm sorry, what? What do you mean, Noah? What do you mean? Who told you that not being afraid to hurt someone's feelings is the epitome of true love? He is not afraid to hurt her, and that should mean something. Yes. Police.
So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard.
They will have to work hard at it, but they should because he wants her.
But don't you take the easy way out.
What easy way?
None of this is easy. No matter who she chooses, someone gets hurt. But that, Allie, is the problem. That's what Noah is trying to tell her. She shouldn't be thinking about anyone. She shouldn't be thinking about him. What does he want? What does her parents want? What does Lon? She should think what she wants. And that's the right decision.
What do you want?
Buddy, Allie might be confused by looking at you and trying to understand what the F is happening, which should indicate to her that, maybe I should walk away from everyone. Take some vacation, go to Bali, rent a villa, take some time to get in touch with myself and stretch my legs. I don't know, I was thinking yoga and that's what came to mind. But what doesn't make sense is how someone makes you believe that it's your choice while the whole time leading up to that, they first tell you that if you don't make the choice that they think is the right one, then all your choices are wrong. This man spent the whole time telling her how if she does not choose him, it means that her decision is or because of money, because she is shallow, because her parents are controlling her, because she is bored, or because she does not know what she actually wants, or she doesn't have the courage to do what she wants. And then he tells her, but do what you want. And when you are in the same position as Allie, it's very difficult to recognize it in that moment, that someone is actually manipulating you while they're making you believe that they are on your side. Noah is not about love. Noah is about him getting what he wants. I mean, he said it at the beginning, didn't he?
When I see something that I like, I got it. I love it.
Either though, Allie manages to get in the car and drive away. She's bawling her eyes out as she is almost, getting herself in an accident and killed when she stops by the side of the road and she takes one of those letters. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a prime example of words not matching action, where you need to genuinely look at what is a person actually doing, how they are living, and how do they present themselves. You see, the last letter Noah writes is all about understanding, emotional maturity. He writes that he is past being bitter, past being angry, and all he feels is happiness that he got a chance to experience the love he did with Allie. And if they ever see each other in the future living their own lives, he's gonna look at her with joy and fond memories of the time they spent that summer together under the trees.
Learning from each other and growing in love.
Now, Noe, is that really what happened? Or did you spend the whole time miserable, building a house to win her over after you saw her with someone else? And the minute you saw her, you weren't, hey, I'm happy for you. How is Lon? No. You were bitter and you actually made her feel dumb for choosing Lon and made her feel that she is just controlled by her parents and she is not actually doing what she wants. Paint. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bit like the movie is trying to gaslight me, okay? It was like, you do understand that I'm watching this, these 2 hours in one go, and I can see how Noah is not the person he's actually presenting himself in this letter, right? Even though the writers are like, look, this is who Noah is. He's so devoted to her that he would let her go if that would make her actually happy. But did he actually do that? Or did he fight with her and basically told her unless she chooses him, she's controlled by money, security, her parents, boredom, you name it. Please. I experienced some shit in my life, so now I can see through it, okay? Now, of course, this movie wouldn't have the right messaging if we wouldn't also see how, despite Allie cheating on Lon and now going back to him and crying about how she doesn't know what to do, Lon wouldn't be an understanding man who, despite feeling some type of way, right? He doesn't know what, like, it's not the best situation for him, but at the end of the day, he loves Allie and he wants the best for her.
And in spite of everything, I love you.
Because if you haven't caught it so far, right? The men are perfection. They simply, truly, deeply love the woman they want to be with. It's the women who make all the troubles, okay? They're a little bit loco.
When I'm with Noah, I feel like one person, and when I'm with you, I feel like someone totally different.
And of course, the movie is trying to say, yes, she is the true person with Noah, right? Because with him, she can experience abuse, she can experience yelling, she can experience the kiss and makeup, and she can paint. In real life, it would go something like this. Hey, maybe I need to take some time off. Try to maybe for the first time in my life understand who am I, what do I want, and what I don't want. If Allie would pack her bags and say, you know what, this gave me the clarity I needed. This gave me the understanding that maybe I never really developed a true understanding of myself and my agency, and that's what I need to actually do good by myself and also by other people, then the movie would be perfection. Then I would be like, yes, The Notebook is the greatest movie of all time. Unfortunately, that is not the case, because the only reason a woman can exist is if a man gives her a space to do so. You see, Allie goes back to Noah, and we get to see, contrary to how many romantic movies end, and you don't really see how does now this love actually develop, Allie and Noah grow old together. They have a family, they have children, but don't be mistaken, even though all of that happens, we again never actually see how is Allie living all of this, because Allie has dementia. Now, if we go into the metaphor be metaphoring, we could say, well, the bitch lost herself. But let's not be negative. Noah is there every day, reading her this story, helping her remember who she is. Because the only way Allie can be who she is, again, if Noah helps her get there. And for a moment, she remembers.
It was us. Oh, darling. Oh, my sweetheart.
She remembers who Noah is, and then she probably needs to forget really quickly because she cannot accept that this is what she ended up with.
No! Ellie, sweetheart.
Just to be clear, I am not making fun of someone having dementia. I know it's a very serious and difficult situation and disease, but I'm just, in the context of this movie and all the messaging that is happening, it's just, really cherry on the top. Really, you make her have a dementia, not remember anything unless Noah helps her with that. Like, it writes itself, okay? And despite forgetting everything yet again, Noah is there by her side until the last breath they take together. Which, yes, I was crying uncontrollably. And at the same time, I think I mentioned it at the beginning, being also very, very mad that this is the situation. Like, why are you making me do this? But my heart is weak. I'm a romantic, and these things touch me. I'm gonna end it here. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's so much construction happening in the background. This was a challenging video to film with everything. What the fuck are you doing? Like someone is measuring his with the motor up, down, and left and right. But overall, let me know in the comments below how you liked it, and see you in the next one.